time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Thursday morning, December 8th, 2016. Got, on! Good morning to you all on this lovely Thursday morning, December 8th, 2016. It's 8:30 a.m. and we have a temperature here not near of today's high will be 44. Currently here not near it is. And here are the Peter Chill morning news at 8:30 a.m. Top story at 8:30 a.m. is President-elect Donald Trump on Thursday nominates Scott Pruitt, Attorney General of Oil and Gas, in the state of Oklahoma to head the Environment Protection Agency and moves signaling and assault President Obama's climate change. Meanwhile, President-elect Donald Trump had a new target of his heart, our unit local president in Indiana, as he fully named the domestic figure chief of the EPA, as he picked the Twitter local chief in Indiana. The European Central Bank extended its quantitative easing program at the end of 2017. Reduced on a monthly basis with a caveat that the conservative assent purchases and prolonged when they needed. Washington, retired Marine General John Kelly commented, a reputation highly respected, but often not puncturing a man who could roll the debate with a blunt assessment of the popular debate directors and issues ranging from women to comebacks to treatment. Life expectancy in the United States has declined in the first time in more than 2 decades data from the National Center for Health Statistics showed the drop in demand from 76.5 years in 2014 to 76.3 years in 2015, from 81.3 to 81.2 for women. Vice President pressure is on. Senate comments on published on Thursday that Syria forces victory at the federal level will be a big case for the government, but it will be not be the end of the country's civil war. Islamabad, Pakistan. On Thursday, more than the force 7 victims deadly plane crash for 4 years could have famed marks on Muslims managers as officials cite the pinpoint the cause of the disaster. Boris Johnson accused Britain's ally, Saudi Arabia, of engaging in proxy wars in the Middle East. The Guardian newspaper published footage in which the Foreign Secretary talks about politicians twisted to abuse of religion for political gain. 2 juveniles have been charged with arson connected to wildfires that have ravaged 2 East Tennessee resort towns last week, killing 14 people living in only 150 others injured and damaged to destroyed unreserved properties. Authorities are searching an escaped inmate who could be the suspect of summoning an officer at a Walmart store. Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid gave his first well-dressed Thursday on the Senate floor, and never had a Democrat to serve in Congress in 30 years as party leaders of the Senate in 12. Trump appears to summon deporting thousands of young immigrants. Seoul, the South Korean National Assembly scheduled on front for Friday to determine the parts of Park Chung-hee will be impeached and replaced with their prime minister. New York, President-elect Donald Trump has stepped WWE co-founder Linda Perez and lead the U.S. Small Business Administration, his transition team said. And about that's a wrap of the Twitter. Christmas is for kids gift drive. Foxburg, 2 airmen, a man charged in connection to a car crash at a Gillette Stadium parking lot. Foxburg, Walpole Solomon and urged to seek an instruction to block the MBTA pilot program that would bring regular commuter rail service to Gillette Stadium. Norton, Malin Sullivan, died in late October, age of 108, might be the oldest town resident. Life she were decades younger than were. No way to say. We have 3 suspects have been arrested alleged passive 40 money intended for movies and obtained from the internet. Now, found in Massachusetts, a 31-year-old North American man convicted of sexual assault of 2 young girls. The Daily Hampshire Gazette reports that Seth Mikoski was convicted by a Hampshire Superior Court jury on Wednesday of 4 counts of aggravated child rape, indecent assault of battery child, indecent assault of battery child, and disability, harmful matters. He was acquitted of several other charges. Prosecutors say Mikoski repeatedly raped 1 girl, indecently assaulted another while they were temporarily in limited zone from August 2013 to September 2014. Family Massachusetts today just pleaded guilty, making no express to the Department of Police response in several other states. Volkswagen cars inside EU friends to sue for kinds were Volkswagen Sold Mission G cars. Frankfurt A. Chinese state of Germany's X-Rat SE. Collapsed Thursday a week after the President Barack Obama blocked the deal on national security guards, quoted a statement from the buyer. Sales and sales likely to close many stores as sales side worsens. As net losses to 2010 almost at 10 million off. Sears Holdings keeps positive investors as their turnaround bid results only seem to get worse. Mr. Bruno Oklahoma Attorney General admitted key architect the legal battle against President Obama's climate change policies. New York Iran's vigilante for the post-sanctions era. Supportive of the Trump administration over process can present obstacles, Moody said. As Germany claiming the relationship with the North America, German Energy Committee said it was planning to install wind farm in the rich state of Texas. Moscow, Russian oil companies have warned to OPEC decision on production levels, but only on very loose terms, the Russian energy minister said. San Ramon, California. Chevron said it's plans next year for excavation and production and said it could be about 50% lower on market prices, insurance. Enter for the company. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's economic food and has improved the recovery in oil prices frontier. Still, lingering effects of the answer the state treasurer said. Look at that, stocks now. Up 29.84 points at 95, 49.62. SP5 up 29.12 to 241.35. And NASDAQ 593.76. SpaceX returned a flight to slips to early Jerry Farrell Cloud. A draft of the draft center carried at the Oscars and Norway's draft server, airlines put on a station watch list. Simon's Mojo electricity and gravitational forces suggest new agents apply to moon day period, younger than previously thought. Image shot switcher satellite launch after SpaceX delays. New researchers demonstrate the device whose brains were attacked by Alzheimer's dementia, exposure lines that flicker and process frequency could be right in the brains. Faulty signaling energizes the immune cells in the fight of the disease. So use of these secrets by young people that are major public health concern according to the report being published Thursday from the United States Surgeon General. Spanish researchers today reported more evidence of secret implication of fetus of less that discovered a persistent variant in less more than 1 day that have the symptoms and in the mother baby born with microcephaly. Sanford conjoined secretary treats survivor by marathon surgeon who came 2 little girls earlier wasn't born the tiny bundle per marathon. The moment to be 2, perhaps before they were even born. Peter Children's time is 8:37 on this Thursday morning here, and it is time now for a spot support. Boston Celtics defeat the Orlando Magic 178-7. Boston Bruins fall on the Washington Capitals at DC 4-3. Thank the Boston Bruins be at the Garden. Check out the Colorado Avalanche game time 7 o'clock. The New York Yankees had a record contract with a reliever in order to bring everyone's traffic back to New York and move that brings them past games expected to save the team for the next couple of years. Los Angeles, so to Los Angeles Clippers begun and be a sub-tier Aussie where Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and teammates are new breed Clippers as. Bears lost wars pushed the Clippers haven't changed one bit. The Yankee GMC will wear out that his welcome to fans in recent years have been off to a trend to convention last summer get a review and a sell off at the trade deadline. And AJ Green is Cincinnati Bills now participating in Wednesday's practice. Peter Children's time is 8:38 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for Travel and Transit Report. Baby! Let's every where the buses will place Green Line D Metro between Newton Islands and Riverside from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursday due to tree removal. Red Line is posted modern northbound delays from Buxley to and after a single bomb at Harvard. Got Meter Rail. Fishbury train 498 to 75 from Little to 10:50 minutes Bianca between Lincoln and North Station due to track issue. Fishbury train 403 740 from Adams on for 2025 minutes Bianca between Walk and North 200 train traffic and Fishbury train 48 expected to operate between Concord and North Station due to track issue. The track issue between Concord Lake and Fishbury trains will be experienced delays. Individual train alerts be set. Fishbury train 412 is expected to depart 1-10-20 minutes Bianca between the later arrival up on train. And a Thursday again. Okay, I was in Bowie's at New England on this Thursday. 95 is southbound side, back to 50 down over the Greenwich. Mid Parkway, westbound side, back to Bridgeport down to Stafford. 84 eastbound side, back to West Harvard, downtown Africa. 91 is southbound side, back to today with Interstate 84. 91 on the northbound side, Louisville just before I-84. I-84 westbound side, back to Newtown and Danbury, Connecticut. 91 on the northbound side, back to 57 today with Springfield. Today with the southbound side, Little Silver, and that's back in Springfield. 190 southbound side is back to right. Today, Worcester. 180 northbound side, back to right. West Portland. Today, eastbound side, Little Silver, route down to Worcester. Out of 95 on the northbound side, back to 37 to Wark County at the downtown Providence. 95 southbound side, protected the downtown Providence. 185 West Plaza, about 148 East Providence, 3 to downtown Providence. 6 actors back to where downtown Providence, 146 South by Slaughter. Downtown Providence, 95, 146 on the northbound side, southbound side, Wilson between 146 and 99 in the North Smithfield stretch, 99, northbound side, 126 122 in Lincoln Socket. 140 to southbound side of Mount Bridge is a Little Soul. 195 westbound side is back there from 140 in New Bedford all the way to Dartmouth. Out in the gate, Port and Sideward Bridges are looking at 6 from Sideward and out all lanes and 28 moving from Port to Falmouth. 95 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Route 27 shared out to Route 128 Captain. 24 on the northbound side by Harrison Boulevard, Navy on Route 128 Captain. Route 3 on the northbound side is backed up from James Street, given out to the Main Street Split. 485 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Milford all the way to Route 9 Westburg. Mass Park 80 eastbound side is back to Route 9 and Framingham all the way to the Austin Brown Tolls. 7 Expressway on the northbound side is back to Main Street Split all the way to the Bass Pike. And 93 Morpheus back to the Bass Pike all the way to the Zinky Bridge. 93 southbound side is slow from 128, get it all the way. 93 southbound slow from Woman on the Zinky Bridge. 93 on the northbound side, sort of it out to Route 128 out in Reading. 120 on the northbound side is back to Route 1 and all the way to Route 20 Waltham. 120 southbound side is back up from Reading all the way to Waltham. Mass Pike westbound side is back up from Lower Airport to South Boston. Mass Pike eastbound side is back to South Boston. Mass Pike westbound side back to the Newton corner. Route 3 is southbound side back to 485. Low highway Route 1 to Millway Canyon. And then the best get around 128 Burlington. 485 on the northbound side is back around Route 3 in Wall. And then 485 is southbound side is back around Route 93 out of Lawrence. 93 southbound side is back around to 213 Methuen. Up in Northern New Hampshire, Vermont New Hampshire main highway was out. Lincoln at Interstate 87 southbound side of Little Sorrel, Route 11 in Champlain, New York. Peter Childers' Eye was 8:42 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for a weather report here. And take a look at radar, and it shows a line of snow showers stretching from southwest of Springfield and stretching around What's that and stretching all the way down from Southern New York, from Poughkeepsie all the way down to Casdrol, and on the Northern New Jersey down to northeastern portions of Pennsylvania. And the seeds of spotty snow showers from northern Vermont, stretching up upstate New York and down from Syracuse all the way out to the Pennsylvania coast around area at the Ohio coast from Cleveland down to Sandusky and all the way out to Willard, Ohio. And seeing some spotty snow showers from northwestern portions of Maine, central portion of Maine around eastern Maine around St. Stephen, New Brunswick, and some snow showers stretching on the coast of New Brunswick and rain sleeves snow showers from the north central portions of Nova Scotia here, and some snow showers from eastern western portions of Quebec, all the way to Northern Ontario, and some snow showers from Southern Ontario and down for Toronto and them in the northeastern portions of Ontario and around northwest of Montreal. And snow showers in central to northern portions of Michigan and the northeastern portions of Wisconsin, and a line of snow showers around the Chicago metropolitan area. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Oh, we got a special weather statement because light winds and some breaks in clouds cover a lot of country dense fog form across much of 7 New England. Fog is mostly dense across parts of western to northern Massachusetts. Fog should dissipate by mid-morning. The boys should slow down and use low beams when traveling this morning. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, high fog before 10 a.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds high about 44 degrees. Cloud will be given to southwest wind 6 miles an hour in the afternoon. For today, most of the coast come about 26 degrees. West wind 5 to 7 miles an hour. For Friday, most of the come about 37 degrees. Northwest wind 7 to 11 miles gust high, 29 miles an hour. For Friday night, most coast come about 60 degrees. Northwest wind 6 to 8 miles an hour gust high, 25 miles an hour. For Saturday, sides come about 31 degrees. Northwest wind 8 miles an hour. For Sunday night, most coast about 17 degrees. Sunday, chance of snow after 3 p.m. Punch come about 34 degrees. And chance reaches 30%. Sunday night, snow like maybe after midnight. Clouds got to about 27 degrees and just reaches 6%. Monday, snow like before 2 p.m. and then rain. It's snow likely clouds got to have about 40 degrees and just reaches 6%. Monday night, just rain snow before 10 p.m. and then chance of snow mostly clouds got about 29 degrees and just reaches 40%. Tuesday, chance of snow showers. Sunday, most clouds about 26 degrees, just reaches 30%. And from Wednesday, chance of showers. Snow showers, but that's about 39 degrees, just reaches 30%. In Chocolate, 31 degrees and foggy mist skies, could be 96%. And here, not here, it's overcast skies, and we got a temperature. 32 degrees, humidity 9 outside of Westfield. It's 32 degrees, and that is going to be it for the Peter Chill Morning News on this December 8th, 2016 on a Thursday. I'm Breezy. Have a good morning, good message, and you have a good morning. I'll see you for the Peter Chill News morning. You have a good morning.